Hi everyone. So today we're going to talk about a common frustration that I hear all the time in a relationship. Do you find yourself frustrated because you contribute more to household tasks than your partner? We're going to talk about this today. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Pam, and today we're going to learn about sharing household responsibilities. I'm going to talk about why the other person doesn't contribute equally and what you can do about it. And while this is a difficult conversation to have in relationships, I'm going to give you a tip at the end of this video that will help actually mostly men open up a bit more in relationships. So Gary and Brooke from the movie The Breakup are going to help us examine this challenge. Sadly, as this movie is titled The Breakup, this is one of the reasons why people leave a relationship. While it might seem like a person would leave a relationship because they don't want to do all the household work, you will actually learn that it is much more than that in this video. It is about achieving balance in your relationship. And you'll understand what I'm referring to by the end of this video. So let's get started. In this clip, Brooke and Gary, who are living together, are having a dinner party. Brooke has been getting ready and she's worked all day. And this is what happens when Gary comes home from work.
I need a little bit of downtime. My feet are killing me.
Come on, my feet are killing me too. I worked all day. Went to the market, I cleaned this entire condo, and then I've been cooking for the last 3 hours. Come on, help set the table.
Sweetheart,
What?
you've done such a great job already. Don't you want to finish it yourself and have that personal power, that accomplishment?
Set the table.
So you can actually tell from this interaction that this is a common occurrence in their relationship. It's a pattern that has evolved between the two of them, meaning that she is the one who's doing the majority of the preparation and likely doing more of the household work. And like I said, it's a pattern that likely evolved. And here's the thing to remember about patterns that evolve in a relationship. It takes two people to create a pattern and one person to change it. And so we're going to talk about what perhaps Brooke, because she's the one who's frustrated, can do to change it. So in this next series of clips, we see that after the dinner party, conflict erupts.
Oh, no, my demo!
Well, I'm gonna go do the dishes.
Cool.
It'd be nice if you helped me.
So something I just want to quickly point out is that you noticed Brooke said, "Help, will you help me?" And I would encourage her to not use the word help, because that implies that it's one person's job and that the other person is the helper. You know, managing a life together is a partnership where couples work together. If you think about business partnerships, it is expected that they partner together for the success of the business. And it's the same for managing a life together. So let's keep watching and see what happens.
No problem. We'll get them a little bit later. I'm just going to hit the streets here for a little bit.
Gary, come on, I don't want to do them later. Let's just do them now. Take 15 minutes.
So Gary continues to protest that he wants to just relax and take it easy. He's not really listening to Brooke, and she's trying to convince him to help her with the dishes.
Gary, you know I don't like waking up to a dirty kitchen.
Who cares?
I care, all right? I care.
Another thing to point out from this video clip, and it's one thing that I see in couples, is that if something bothers one person and it doesn't bother the other, the person that it doesn't bother tends to disregard it as a legitimate concern. Kind of like the belief of, if it doesn't bother me, why should it bother you? And even though the man does this in this clip, it can go both ways. And it's really important to know that we cannot disregard what bothers our partner. This doesn't mean that we must do what our partner wishes, but we cannot disregard what bothers them as a legitimate concern for them. So let's keep watching.
I busted my ass all day cleaning this house and then cooking that meal, and I worked today. It would be nice if you said thank you and helped me with the dishes.
Fine. I'll help you do the damn dishes.
Oh, come on. You know what? No, that's not what I want.
You just said that you want me to help you do the dishes.
I want you to want to do the dishes.
Why would I want to do dishes?
A couple things here. I understand that Brooke does not want to have to ask him to clean up together. Like I said, she wants a partnership where the expectation is that they are a team and they are working together. But at this point, I would have suggested to Brooke that she accept the first step of Gary agreeing to do the dishes, although I understand that the way that he agreed does not feel good to her. However, it's a first step. And here's why. One thing that couples can learn is that doing tasks together can sometimes encourage connection. But I don't think couples really understand that tasking can be connecting. They may need to experience first and then feel the connection. The idea of helping with household chores needs to shift to working together. I mean, that doesn't mean that you have to be side by side. It just means that you are a team. And men can sometimes interpret household chores as unimportant. And they don't see what women see. I know it's hard to accept that as truth, but it is true. And one suggestion is that when a man does do his part in household chores, it's really important to not be critical of the way that he does it. I mean, this is an absolute guarantee that they won't contribute again. I have encouraged men to contribute, and they've shared with me that as soon as they do something their wife criticizes how they do the task is at hand. Don't do it. View it as a step that will likely improve over time. You have to discuss this as a couple, and many avoid conflict, or they don't know how to engage in conflict productively. The communication is often done in the form of blaming, accusing, and sometimes attacking. And it's hard to shift from, you don't do anything around here, to, I think we would make a good team and I would really enjoy us teaming more. Here's the problem. Simply because you say it in the best possible way does not mean that you will get the desired result. However, arguments often end up being about the argument rather than the issue at hand, like this.
Why?
See, that's my whole point.
Let me see if I'm following this, okay? Are you telling me that you're upset because I don't have a strong desire to clean dishes?
No, I'm upset because you don't have a strong desire to offer to do the dishes.
I just did.
After I asked you!
So you see what's happening here. The argument escalates, and likely it's escalating into things that are unresolved. Let's keep watching.
Saying it'd be nice if you did things that I asked. It would be even nicer if you did things without me having to ask you. I was working today and I made that meal and...
The argument is really escalating here, and more issues are coming to the table. And while it might seem about cleaning, like I said, it's about balance.
Every girl likes flowers, Gary.
You
I
said
said at this point, the entire issue at hand is lost, as is often the case. And it keeps going.
you say that you don't like flowers. I'm supposed to take that to mean that you do like flowers?
No, this is not about, you're not getting it. You're not getting this, Gary. Okay, it's not about the lemons, it's not about the flowers, it's not about the dishes. It's just, how many times do I have to drop hints about the ballet?
This argument has escalated into expressed resentments by Brooke about not going to the ballet and not helping out with the dinner party, and she's really bringing up all sorts of things. What she doesn't realize is that she's actually bringing up an imbalance that she feels in the relationship, meaning that she feels like she's giving more than she's receiving, and that's the issue here.
To Ann Arbor together.
To Ann Arbor, to the Michigan Notre Dame game. You think screaming drunk kids and leprechauns doing backflips, that's fun. That's fun for me. Come on, man. I did that for you. How do you show up for me?
I'm up on the bus every goddamn day for you.
As is often the case, this argument is completely out of control. Brooke feels that she's not understood. Gary feels attacked, and now they are both attacking each other. And what would really be helpful here is if Brooke was able to understand the imbalance that she feels so she could express it a little differently than she does here.
Hey, Gil, you should probably go work out. Nothing I ever do is ever good enough. I just want to be left the hell alone.
So now the argument is out of control, and I can guarantee you that Gary is feeling shame at this point. He probably doesn't know it, but he's definitely feeling shame. And so remember in the beginning of this video I talked about balance? The reason that Brooke ended up bringing the issues of the ballet and the flowers and things that she would like to do with Gary is because she's bringing in all the issues of how the relationship feels imbalanced to her. And that's why I said in the beginning of the video, women don't often leave, or the person in this role, they don't often leave because of household tasks. They leave because of imbalance in a relationship. And that is the message for this video. Remember that I said talking about this is really important, but often it's difficult for men to open up and talk face to face. So here's the tip that I promised you. Men are more inclined to open up when they are doing something rather than talking face to face. For men, face to face is too intense. Men go into fight mode. But when you're doing something like going for a walk or even a drive in the car, it's less threatening for men and they're more likely to open up. Don't push it. Be patient. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Please subscribe and hit the like button. Let me know what you liked and didn't like in the comments below, and if you have any suggestions for movies that you would like me to do, I'd be happy to do so. Thanks.